The big story. We've dealt with it the last couple days. The Sussman indictment, which will go away, which is horseshit. But the nice thing about it is that it will create a situation where Rudy Giuliani and others like him will feel vindicated and get dragged out into the public eye so they can say more stupid shit. And she answered, like, by the way, between, I think, when this was made and when it posted, Hillary had already answered questions about this and was like, yeah, it's hysterical and ridiculous and whatever. Meanwhile, the story about her, like somebody yelling something as she walked into a restaurant where she didn't answer any questions from anybody, that's her dodging questions. And to that, I would say, where is the Hunter Biden laptop? Where is it? Hold on. I assume he's in here. Rudy, where is it? Why isn't it in your hands while you're talking? Why aren't you holding it up? Why isn't it on the desk behind you? Where is it? And why does Steve Bannon keep calling it the hard drive from hell? I mean, I know it's because he knows you purchased a hard drive in Ukraine from Russians while you were over there, but I want to know why you think he's done that. Okay, I got to scroll forward, by the way, till... Oh, there you go. Before he comes in. Rudy Giuliani, this is called Giuliani Laughs Out Loud at this excuse for Clinton spying. Prime News on Newsmax, which I think is a Saturday thing. And it's a shame that they discriminate against blondes at Newsmax. You know,
Rudy, thank you so much for joining us.
You're so busy.
You were, of course, the former President Trump's attorney during Russiagate. What is...
Yes. Sean Hannity famously said, "No more crazies around
reaction
Trump."
Because some Democrats, actually a lot of folks, are just calling this dirty politics, and then a lot of people...
No. I'm not calling it dirty politics. I just call it bullshit. It's way easier. I mean, maybe you can't say that on Newsmax. Bullpucky. Try that.
Afraid this is just going to be another scandal that Hillary Clinton gets away with.
Well, it's eventually going to catch up with her. I mean, first of all, I'm gratified that many of the things that I and my colleagues were criticized for lying, Russian disinformation, cooperating with the Russians.
That's true. Well, we did criticize you for that, and it's awful.
Proven to be not only untrue, but what I maintained from the very beginning, it was a frame-up. This wasn't just an accidental mistake that he was charged with Russian collusion.
Remember, in Trump world, every accusation is a confession.
This is something that was worked out by these criminals, Hillary Clinton and the people working with her. And she paid for it. Some of it she paid for was foreign information. That's the very crime they charged him with.
Paid for with foreign information. Yeah, she taught them how to say hello, goodbye, thank you very much, and where's the bathroom in 4 different languages.
And I guess if you want to summarize it all.
I think if you want to summarize it at all, you can go to HillaryClinton.com and donate, apparently.
All of their various frame-ups of the president, the Russian collusion, the obstruction of justice, the phone call to Zelensky, which, if you had the hard drive, which they were covering up, would have completely...
The what? Wait a second. Has Rudy been talking to Steve Bannon?
To Zelensky, which, if you had the hard drive, which they were covering up, would have completely...
Hard drive?
Exonerated the president. Oh, now January...
Which hard drive are we talking about? What hard drive? Was that hard drive in a laptop, or was it just a hard drive? Where would you get a hard drive? Did you just buy it from somebody? Huh.
January 6 being worse than September 11. This has been one fraud after another. All of it with the intent of destroying Donald Trump. And you know, I think the American people have figured.
Well, in all fairness, he's doing a fine job of destroying himself.
Yeah.
They have. And you know what also is honestly not surprising? There's been complete silence about this story among the media. Members of the media that are actually covering it, they're still coming to Hillary's defense. MSNBC, the folks over there, they had a complete meltdown this morning. Joe Scarborough looked like he was about to cry. Take a listen to this.
Reading through Durham's indictment seriously, I don't know
for hours
who wrote that because it was gobbledygook. They didn't charge her with anything or suggest that she did anything wrong, or we don't really know when this happened. The biggest cluster
now
I've seen in a pleading, and it's going to be very interesting to see what Durham does next, because well, we're going to have the
Alex says next block.
Next.
Expert analysis here, gobbledygook, according to.
Yeah, I read it too. Rudy hasn't read it. You haven't read it. Have you? What do you think the chance of all the 4 people you can see? Well, 2 women, a dude with long hair, and a guy who fondles women he believes are 15. Of all the people currently on screen, who do you think actually read this? It's 27 pages. It's not a big deal. It's double spaced. You can get through it in short order.
Mr. Mayor, Democrats, they talk a lot about insurrections these days. It seems like the Clinton campaign was actually.
By the way, there's that Don Jr. talking point that everything's an insurrection, right? That was what Don Jr. said. Like they call everything an insurrection. That's a Newsmax. He was watching Newsmax. We basically are watching his the brain chain of a thought
during a real insurrection, and the media could really care less.
Well, they actually did it. I mean, they tried to overthrow the government several times while he was president. When you develop a
well, no, if they'd have tried to overthrow the government, they would have been successful, more than likely. Nobody tried to overthrow the government. The government in its structure still would have happened. As a matter of fact, Pence would have been president. Everything that happened, everything the Democrats tried, ultimately would have put Mike Pence in charge. And by the way, what Trump tried to do would have made Nancy Pelosi president.
False criminal story about a president in order to get him impeached, and you all cooperate in it. I mean, look at Schiff, for example, standing up at the height of it when it was starting to die and saying, "I've got evidence here of 2 people that have direct evidence of Russian collusion by Donald Trump." Now, where's that evidence?
Well, they gave it to the Mueller team, and Barr wouldn't let them indict them. But I would say I think it ended up going to the grand jury, and they kept it quiet. But we'll see. But I'd like to see it myself. And by the way, I'm honestly not sure which part he's referring to, because there's a lot of evidence.
Why is he on this phony January 6th committee? He's already been
well. There isn't a phony one. He's on the real one.
To be a liar who's willing to lie to just dislodge the president. So how could
that's by the way, not Adam Schiff. Just
have any confidence in this committee, which
by
the way is illegal.
That may be Adam Schiff. That may be Andy Kaufman in a mask. We don't know.
I mean, it doesn't have a minority membership. It really can't.
That's not Adam Schiff.
Subpoena anybody.
Yeah.
But it's one. I mean, going through the whole thing all over. We're watching it in retrospect and in real time. January 6th is nothing more than Russian collusion with another name and a new lie and a new set of crazy.
Okay. Oh, I get it. Because January 6th actually happened. Trump was on a podium and told those people to walk to the Capitol, and then they engaged in violence and tried to overthrow our government and upend it. That physically, I mean, there's video of it. It happened all day. He sat there jacking off, watching it in the Oval Office, excited that people were willing to kill themselves and die for him. So that actually happened. So what you're saying is if that's Russiagate and Russiagate's that, then Russiagate, as you call it, is real, is as real as the January 6th attack on our government, which was there for all of us to see. All right. Well, thanks for clarifying that, dum-dum.
It's worse than September 11th.
Yeah.
It's worse than...
Well, in some ways it was. First of all, September 11th, they never hit the Capitol. And it didn't affect our system of government. It wasn't an attack on our system of government. It was an attack on the country in general. But it never, it didn't happen on a crucial day, for example, for the electoral count or for our government to continue forward. It wasn't even on the 4th of July or something like that. It was, in its own way, it was an economic attack on the country. It was definitely an attack on the concept of America, but it wasn't an attack from within in our nation's capital meant to upend our system of government. In that way, January 6th was way worse than 9/11 in that regard. 9/11 was arguably a unifying act.
Harbor, it's worse than the Civil War. It's worse than the...
Well, it was the only time a Confederate flag has been carried in the Capitol, waved in the Capitol.
the world.
But at the same time, you have
tell when they're
Durham.
lying, they exaggerate.
Yeah, but at the same time, you.
And so you just, when you're lying, you just make a big silly voice. I resemble that remark.
Durham obviously not willing to let go yet, and perhaps firing some warning shots with that filing last Friday. But even still.
No. And by the way, calling it a warning, Rudy is not happy she called it a warning shot. He wants to think that this is a kill shot, and it's clearly not.
Democrats working overtime to attack Durham's work, claiming because there aren't any dates, it's unclear who was in the White House.
Yeah, they're attacking the document of being basically a vapid chunk of legalese written on toilet paper that obviously they're shaking in their boots because a legal filing without any dates.
When this spying would have gone down, you had the MSN.
By the way, it does allude to a time period, and during that time period, Obama was president.
Guest alleging that the tech executive wasn't monitoring Trump, he was just protecting Obama. Listen, yeah.
The rest of it will come out, don't worry.
The Durham investigation is in real trouble. One of the things he revealed in that, which I've heard from other people, is this claim that Rodney Jaffe was accessing data from the White House. All of that data precedes Trump's inauguration. What happened is Rodney Jaffe was trying to keep Barack Obama safe from hackers. That's all it is.
So why would the Clinton campaign have to pay someone to protect Obama's servers?
They didn't. That guy was showing a proof of concept for his company. God, Jesus Christ, look who I'm talking to, Mrs. SATs. See, maybe this will simplify it. While Obama was in office, we actually gave a shit about protecting the cyber infrastructure of the United States and the integrity of the White House. When Trump got in, he just invited Lavrov in and closed the door without anybody else present. So, who gives a shit if they bug the joint?
And you also have the researchers who were using this information, they were given the information at Georgia Tech, were telling Jaffe and others that this was an overreach to try to make this connection specifically with Trump when it comes to Russia.
We can play a clip?
Well, how do you think Trump...
No, they didn't. In the early talk about it, they're like, we're going to have a hard time convincing people that this is, this is a little complicated for how people will understand things. And also to make it look like, and very clear, that we're not actually spying. The details we're coming up with are public and non-public, but they're not private or secret.
I knew about it back then. I can't tell you exactly how, but I know how he knew about it back then.
Well, tell us. Why not? Because apparently, I mean, you weren't a member of the cabinet. You weren't sworn in. You weren't a genuine advisor that had access to top secret information. So if you know it, it can't be a secret.
A lot more to come out. This is not, I mean, what they may feel.
He fucking does not know not only does he not know the content of this indictment. He doesn't understand the technical aspects of it at all. Like, you cannot tell me, after we've watched all of his Rudy Giuliani's, common sense videos over all this time, that this dumbass understands how a DNS lookup works, or what this company would or could do, or even the legal aspect of why that guy had an attorney take information he found while he was doing a proof of concept for software that he wanted the government to use, why he would tell his lawyer basically, like, you're going to have to take this to the FBI. We're just by looking, we found that Trump and his buddies are fucking around with security.
It's gobbledygook, but it's gobbledygook supported by about 1,000 pieces of evidence, none of which have been revealed yet.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to...
Yes, yeah, just trust me. 1,000 pieces of evidence, but they haven't been revealed yet. He's seen them. You can't. Let's just be abundantly clear about that. Rudy Giuliani, who does not work in the government, does not work for the government, can't even practice law in a couple of states he used to be able to practice law in because of all this bullshit over the last year. He's going to tell you that there's evidence he's seen that would blow this thing wide open. Thousands of pieces of evidence. But he can't share any of it.
I have it in my bedroom, or my den, actually. I've had it there for years, as well as the fraudulent election.
Whoa. What? What? You what now? Hold on.
Pieces of evidence, none of which have been revealed yet. Mm-hmm. I happen to have it in my bedroom, or my den, actually. I've had it there for years, as well as the fraudulent election.
Jesus Christ. Yes, he's got part of the laptop in his bedroom. You know, the laptop that allegedly has pictures of naked underage girls that he's copied multiple times and admitted to passing out to a bunch of people, which is the dissemination of child pornography that Rudy Giuliani has admitted to multiple times. And he's got it in his bedroom and he's inviting these ladies to come look at it. Fucking gross.
Was that part of the laptop?
Yeah, no. It's part of evidence I gathered going back to 2018. Remember, I was the first one to break Hunter Biden's involvement with Burisma and the bribe that was paid to Biden, as well as the bribe paid to James.
There was no bribe paid to him. Again, all of his evidence is text messages that he's printed out from this hard drive that he holds up on camera. Metadata, or it doesn't exist. Secondly, where is it? You're on camera. Go into your bedroom. How many times have I gotten up from this stool and run out and gotten a cat just to show you guys because you want to see one of my cats? This asshole can't run one room. And by the way, he was like, in my bedroom, my den. Well, is your office connected to your den? Go fucking get it. Why isn't it sitting there? How come this asshole never goes, yeah, this laptop just holds it up? Ever. We live in an age of Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. There's pictures of fucking everything. There's pictures, there's video of Rudy Giuliani saying hi to a Russian hooker with Lev and Igor, but there's no fucking picture of the laptop. There's no metadata study from any of the papers. New York Post is running off pages he printed out for them and said, yeah, and they're like, yeah, it looks real to me. Get fucked.
In Iraq, of 1/3 of a $1 billion housing contract, and the $3.5 million from Moscow. Mm-hmm. And now I never had the exact.
The $3.5 million is we've talked about it, the Rosemont Seneca stuff, and they invested it. The mayor's wife in Moscow gave it to them to invest on her behalf, and she's now the richest woman in Moscow. If all of us could only.
Amount, I had to estimate it between 20 and 35 million. And now the book by Peter Schweiker has it down to the penny, 31 million directly going to the Bidens, of which Joe, our president, got 15 million. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says it in the book. I mean, and that book is based on stuff that Rudy said is on the laptop, which there's not a picture of in the book either. I'm going to have to read the whole fucking book, aren't I, for you guys?
Quite a thing. Our president.
That's why I have a subscription to Scribed.
Has made more money from China than from the United States. I mean, that's an absolute disgusting outrage.
Yeah.
Well, we do pay our public servants very low.
No question. Rudy Giuliani, it is all...
What do you mean, no question? Lots of question. Here's the question. Where's the fucking laptop, Rudy? Hold it up. Show me one of the hard drives. They came in, the FBI, when they raided, they found your wife's laptop behind a couch. You've been divorced for a while. Why did you have her laptop hidden from the authorities behind your couch? Why was there a stack of those hard drives? Why were there multiple copies of the hard drives, but you won't give any of them out to media to look at? Why won't you hand one? Like, seriously, folks, you know, if I discovered a laptop that belonged to Eric Trump that had evidence of anywhere near the number of crimes that Rudy had, I would be wearing it around my neck like I was like a rapper's clock. I would have taken it to a service and had exact forensic copies of the hard drive made on camera and released it to every news organization. This is what's actually on here. You can vet it yourself. And then, wouldn't you? Yeah, Flavor Flav, right? How hard is that? How hard is any of that shit? Why is it hidden? Why are the copies of the hard drive that he made from that thing only handed out to friendlies, handed out to other Trump lawyers? Why do they never make it to the press? Why does the New York Post run their story off of printouts he's given them? Seriously. Yeah, and I know there's some maggots in the crowd who are big Trump supporters. You guys come over here just to hang out because you know our chat room won't beat you up too bad, and we know you need a break every so often. What would you do? Fuck what I would do with Eric Trump's thing. If you found Hunter Biden's laptop because you work part-time at a blind repair shop owner's side business, and you found a laptop that had Beau Biden Foundation on it and property of Hunter written on it, I have to believe that you would be an honorable person and show it to the world. Would you not? Would you not? Where the fuck is it? What? And also, wouldn't you provide a copy of an identical copy of the hard drive to every news organization on the fucking planet, from Fox to the Guardian? Right? Seriously, what the fuck? Explain yourselves. How in the world have you not seen the metadata on this thing run on a screen? Like, look at the Mike Lindell thing. You don't think Mike Pillow would have done 5 fucking hours of the contents? Right? Any of that shit. Nothing. Fucking nothing. It doesn't exist. It's bullshit. He bought a hard drive while he was in Ukraine from Russians who were trying to subvert the government there. They were shopping it around for $3 million. He paid $5 for it. God knows if Trump ever paid him back. I fucking well doubt it. He brought it back, made multiple copies, and every so often, when he's talking about the laptop, he slips and says hard drive. And Bannon does the same thing. Trump says laptop from hell. Bannon says hard drive from hell. Why does he say hard drive from hell? Because they bought a fucking hard drive. Rudy at one point was like, a couple of the hard drives from the laptop. No, there aren't laptops with 2 fucking hard drives in them. And certainly not the model that this is allegedly. It's bullshit. It's an Apple laptop. They don't come with 2 hard drives. Fuck off. It's just so dumb. Yeah, and by the way, just in case you're wondering, this is, I got this. This is, Rudy Giuliani has, so I have a bunch of documents on this disk that are just the most hideous stuff about Rudy Giuliani that you could ever imagine. And I'm not going to show it to anybody. I might print some stuff out of it and then photocopy the printouts and then photocopy them again and mail them to someone. But you're just going to have to trust me that it's on this because that's what's on here. Just, and it's unbelievable that the news won't talk about it. The news won't talk about this thing that I won't show them the contents of, unless I decide to print something, which may or may not be on here. Like, get fucked with that nonsense. Like, how, it's just so lazy. Yes, I think that should have been clear, but just in case. Right? Yeah, a floppy. You got that right. What the fuck is that? Yeah. There's some youngins in here who don't know. It's bullshit. Doesn't exist. I'm sick of it. Show the fucking thing. Do a goddamn... Oh my God. Can you think... If you had Hillary Clinton's server, maggots, if you're out there watching, and I know you are, wouldn't you do a tour? Wouldn't you just show up at CPAC and do a whole day of, we got this and here's what's on it? Busted wide open. Piss off with this nonsense. So lazy.
It's great to see you.
It's
So
all
much more
coming out.
that
The
we would
truth is
love to
coming
talk about.
It's not coming out. You know what's coming out? He's got a turtle head poking out right now because he just tried to talk these women into his bedroom to show them the evidence. Jesus Christ. I have it. It's right here in my bedroom. Ladies, barf, barf.
My goodness, we have to have you back soon, sir. Thank you so much
there's
for
so
being
much
here.
more. I mean, this is
So much.
We can do the whole hour on it.
There's no, and by the way, there is no more. If there was more, he would have started with shit we didn't know and ended with shit we didn't know and said there's thousands of pieces of information. I've only shown you the 6 that I have over and over again because my printer ran out of toner.
That's right. We'll see you very soon, I hope.
Thank you.
Nope. America getting... I'm just saying it. There is no Hunter Biden laptop. Put up or shut up. I want to see it. Take it on tour. And then if after a fucking year he comes out with a laptop with a sticker on it, I'm like, I need somebody to look at that sticker. When is that a real one? Did it really print out? I want somebody third party to check the metadata on this bullshit. Because anybody can come up with a fake laptop in a year. They still haven't yet. They still haven't fucking seen the goddamn thing. This drives me crazy. I mean, honestly. This is where I nerd out, and it aggravates me so much. Because if I had it, because you have to understand what Rudy allegedly believes. He's been telling everybody that Joe Biden is the head of a multinational crime family that is the most villainous crime family in the world. He's Dr. Evil, folks. This is awful. He's the head of the Pentaveret. And if he gets in office by cheating, he's going to destroy the United States. He's going to turn us into a socialist dystopia. He's going to wreck the whole world. He's going to fuck up the economy because he wants to destroy it. And this man is genuinely evil. And I have the evidence that he's on the take and that his son was a bag man for all this stuff, but I'm not going to show it to you. I can't let you see it. I can't, you have to trust me. Get out of here. Think about all the crimes that Biden and Trump, or that Trump and Giuliani have accused Biden of. Think of them. Think of any of them. And then go, this guy won't show evidence he allegedly has? Because why? Because what? Because, honest to God. That part drives me fucking bananas, obviously. I just can't let it go. How dare you? Because again, if you gave him the total benefit of the doubt, you have BTK's hard drive, the bind, torture, kill killer from Wichita, Kansas, who terrorized the Plains states for decades. You have his hard drive with the evidence of his murders, where the bodies are buried, who and when he captured. You have all that shit. And you're playing coy? You're going, I have it, but I'm not going to show you what it looks like. I have it. Just going to have to, I'll print out a couple of pictures from it, but I won't tell you where they're from or what they say or whatever. I won't let you look at the fucking metadata, which, by the way, if you know how they caught the BTK killer, you know they looked at the metadata, right? You know, they looked at the file and they could tell who wrote it, who owned the software that actually that the file was written on. That they busted BTK with metadata, which is exactly why in these situations you want the actual device. Now, he turned this device allegedly at one point over to the Delaware State Police and to the FBI. And neither one of them did anything because they both went, I don't know what you think this is, but it's bullshit. If he even did it at all, because I see no evidence. They didn't make a statement. So he's the only one who says he took it there. And like everything else, I have to take it as bullshit. Because like I said, if you even had the goddamn thing, if you had Hunter Biden's phone, you'd be like, I have his phone right here, and I have the code to open it up. We figured out how to open it up. I've got all of his pictures, all of his texts, all of his right here. This is evidence of criminality, but I'm going to leave it over here where, you know, I'm not going to, no. Will you give it to WikiLeaks or the Washington Post or somebody to show? Nah. It's in my bedroom. I mean, my den. I mean, come here, ladies. Here. Have a drink. It's a little salty, but for fuck's sake. And I think I'm the only person just calling this out fully, right? I think so. A lot of people have gone, well, I'm dubious about blah, blah, blah. No, there's no fucking laptop that he has anyways. I don't doubt that the Russians may have stolen one of Hunter's. He allegedly says that in one of the texts from another story, that he thinks they stole a laptop of his and they're going to try and use it to, fuck around, which they could insert stuff in. The minute they have it, it's no longer evidence. It wouldn't stand up anywhere. The fact that any of these assholes have had this hard drive or this laptop for this long, and that they are political operatives for the other side, would mean that even if you were able to bring this into court and go, Your Honor, this is evidence of Joe Biden and Hunter Biden involved in massive criminality, any public defender would be able to go, Your Honor, they've had this in their possession. There is no chain of evidence in this. They've had this in their possession for years, allegedly. They won't show it to anybody. And now they're showing it to us. They won't let us do a metadata test on it or any of this stuff. This is all of these are deep fakes, Your Honor. There's no way for this to be legitimate. There's no way that this could be entered in as evidence, because there is no way to know if any of it is legitimate or completely fabricated. And considering the fact that Rudy Giuliani was meeting with Russians in Ukraine who were trying to undermine Ukraine and were helping his former boss against the Democrats in this race, we have reason to believe that they fabricated this whole thing. And with an organization as big as the Russian military, of course they could fabricate anything on this. We would like it thrown out. And any fucking judge, even a Trump appointed one on the federal bench, would go, yeah, fuck that, out. Seriously. It's just goofy. All right, I'm done. Rant's over.